Welcome everybody to another edition of CJ's FitnesSing. We are here on the MarshStream with the Marsh Theater. Hi everybody, I see Ellie, great to see you today. Helen, Peter, let me go to gallery views. I can see everybody. Hi Peter, I see you're waving. Robin, good to see you again. Susan, Tadani, thank you for joining us. Rebecca, I think that's Elizabeth there connecting to audio. Hello, Kathy, and SUS. Maybe that's another Susan. I don't know what that is. The mystery SUS. And hello. Now we have a song playing in the background. Are we on point? Is that what we said? Anne, Helen, Ellie, do you remember? Anne's probably gonna fix it. But if that's not the song, maybe we can just come back to our list. I have to, maybe, Mr. Producer, you can tell me if this is can we get a download of that? Then I can draft that for requesting. All right, that's a go. That would help me tremendously. All right. Okay, thank you again for joining us. It looks like a beautiful, oh my goodness, Ellie, where are you? Gorgeous skies. You're on your balcony? Maui? Oh my goodness. Okay, let's all say hello to Maui. Oh, I wish I were with you. All right, so we're gonna sing a little bit. Let's get our voices warmed up. So let's, I love this one. We're always going. Things that are moving up when we don't do our descending passage a lot. All right, so let's sing so, 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 so. And when we use that S, that's an opportunity for us to feel that breath moving forward. We want the breath to move forward always, not getting stuck in our mouths, stuck in our throats, or getting cut off at the abdominal level. We want to keep the breath moving constantly, consistently forward. All right, here we go. Ready, 2, 3. So, 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 so. So, 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 so. Keep that breath moving. So, 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 so. Esther, hello. So, 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 so. 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 Nice and easy. So, 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 so. All right, we're gonna move up just a little bit here. 1, 2, 3. So, 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 so. 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 Now we're going to move to a different vowel, still keeping our S so that we can feel the S kind of movement to keep that breath moving forward. But now we're going to change to saw. Why are we changing the vowel right now? Because we want to have a more vertical space as we go higher, because we need that space to reach those notes in the higher part of our voice. If we keep more of a lateral position, we'll find ourselves getting stuck at some point. All right, if we lift the soft palate, right, so we're lifting as if we're going to start a yawn, the tongue is naturally relaxed down in the floor of the mouth, feeling like you're gonna sneeze or yawn, and you sing saw. Here we go, ready, 2, 3. Saw, 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 saw. Saw, 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 saw. Keep that soft palate lifted. So, 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 so. So, 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 so. So I don't know if you feel this, but as we use this S, you might feel a lot more breath energy that you're using than if we were just doing because we have resistance. When we close down for the S, we have resistance. So we do have to energize the breath more. And that's exactly what we want to do. It sends the voice spinning on air when we do that. All right, here we go. 1, 2, we'll go here. 1, 2, ready. So, 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 so. 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 Now we can go back to a more lateral vowel. And now let's go to C. C is lateral and it's also very far forward. It is the most forward vowel that we have. Yee. C. Here we go. 1, 2, ready. C, 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 C. C, 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 C. I feel like I'm saying in Italian, C, 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 like in all of these Mozart arias. C, 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 C. 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 All right. There's this aria, the nest is so in my head, like C, 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 C. La notte ti vogliamo passare. C, 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 C. Oh, it's Serlina. And I think it's Così. I can't remember what the name of the aria is and what the opera is. So I think it's Così fan tutte. It's just full of yes, 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 yes. So coy. Just such a soprano Mozart aria. Okay, so now we've done this getting the breath moving, energizing the voice. We want to remember that the voice is carried on the breath. So even if we think about, I want to make a big sound, the breath has to sort of, let's say, enlarge the sound as opposed to us muscling our voice and saying, now I'm going to sing really big, right? It's, now I'm going to sing big. All right, so with that in mind, we're going to do a movement 5 and 9. But as we ascend, each time we ascend, we're going to do a dynamic increase. So that means we're going to do a crescendo, get louder. So we start off quietly, start at pianissimo, very quiet. We'll start with O like this. Oh, so we get louder. Oh, oh. So as we get higher, we're getting louder. Now we want to remember that we're carrying this crescendo, this increase in amplitude on the breath. So we're not pushing the voice into loudness, we're sending it with the breath. All right, here we go. Let's start here. 1, 2, ready, quiet. Oh, 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 all right, and I want you to just reset your mind. I'm getting louder and I'm getting louder because I'm sending more breath support, more breath energy And then here's another little secret. When we increase the amplitude, when we get louder, there's the pharyngeal wall is the back of the throat. So we can actually, in the same way that we lift the soft palate, we can actually, on purpose, increase the expansion of the pharyngeal wall. It happens when we yawn. I keep going back to yawn because it's just the natural thing that we do to make space, right? So feel the yawn. That's not just the soft palate lift, but it's also the back, the pharyngeal wall eases back. Now, the thing that we want to keep from happening is we want to keep the base of the tongue from doing what it does when we yawn. The base of the tongue when we yawn goes way down, depresses the larynx, right? Everything lowers a lot. But for singing, we don't want the larynx to lower that much. We just want the tongue to just do a gentle relaxing down. But that expansion in the pharyngeal wall, we gently open it up and we have the soft palate lifted. So now we're getting more dimension for the sound, right? I like to think of our vocal sound as having a 3D sphere. We have this way, we have that way, and we have this way, right? So now we're saying we're increasing the space this way. Welcome, Sharina, Dr. Owens. It's so good to see you. All right. We haven't seen her in so long. It's been, I don't know, a month or more since we've seen her. She was a regular. All right. So we're going to think about that pharyngeal wall as we continue. So we're doing this, remember. Right? So quiet on the down on the lower notes, and we're increasing the amplitude, crescendoing, building the volume as we go higher. So when we get loud, we never want to get so loud that we can't pull it back. If we can't pull it back, that means we've gone past the point of no return and we are now screaming. All right, so here we go. 1, 2, ready, and and if it helps, if you need to breathe in between, so we do 5 and then take a quick breath and then breathe to do the 9, that's fine. Also, when we get to the top of the 5th, so that first ascension, we can hang there for a minute so you can feel that expansion, you can feel that breath flow, and you can feel what is it like to sing fortissimo, loud, or we're really not going fortissimo. Yeah, we're going like forte maybe, all right? So here we go. 1, 2, ready. All right, ready? Pharyngeal wall is expanded gently back. Soft palate is lifted. Here we go. 1, 2, ready. Una más, one more. 1, 2, ready. Now, what do you feel like with this pharyngeal wall expansion and with this soft palate lift? Remember last week we were talking about, Julia Child, when she would talk and she would cut everything up. And it's that feeling, right? So, but we can speak in our natural speaking range with that kind of expansion, and you know what it does? It keeps us from building as much breath pressure underneath the vocal cords. It helps us to stay in a more melodic space when we're speaking. And so maybe if you're, in a conference on Zoom and you're talking, right, for maybe 30 minutes, you should feel less fatigued if you speak this way in a higher place then kind of just kind of being like down here, and we just talk down here, and then the breath pressure builds up, and then we're like really fatigued, and our voice is kind of going in and out. Right? So we're going to talk this way to save our voices. All right. Let's do just a little bit of body work, just a little bit. So today, our song is Stand By Me, and I thought, what could we do with standing? Esther, that's a great question. Yes, it does. It brings youthfulness into the voice, right? That melodiousness. Yes. So what can we do if we were just standing? How can we engage as much energy in our body as possible? So there's something called compression, right? So we can compress all of our muscles and engage lots of energy, fire up the blood flow throughout the body, bringing oxygen into the muscles without like getting engaged in cardio per se. But let's all feel that. Let's just feel what the body can do if we stand. So make sure your weight is evenly distributed. I'll go to this camera so you can see my feet with my purple and pink sock on. So I have my feet about shoulder width apart, shoulders down and naturally relaxed. I'm just trying to make sure I'm balanced, right? So I don't want to be leaning one side to the other or the other. And then I'm going to compress everything. So that's like holding all of your muscles super tight, even in your face. Can you tighten all the muscles in your face? And just feel that. But I still want you to breathe. You got to breathe. Do you feel that intensity? And relax. We can warm up our bodies just by doing that. All right, let's do that again. All right, this time I'm going to count. I want us to hold it for 10 seconds. Ready? Compress. Even in the face. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release. Sometimes when you're feeling like, oh my goodness, we can do this to just like engage all the muscles in the body and then release and find relief, because we're taking that energy and we're focusing it in a certain way, and then we're let go of it, right? Step away from that. All right, last time. I feel like even my body says, oh, let's start sweating. That's how much energy we're using. All right, let's do it again. Ready? And 1, 2, 3. Tighten those glutes. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. Release, 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 release. Now, we can take that up a notch by going to the floor and doing it. If we do it on the floor, it becomes a plank, a compression plank. So let's do that. We're going to do 3 of them. I'm going to give you some different options. So if you are next to hard to breathe while compressed, yes, it is. It is. But if you focus on your breath, your abdominal muscles will still be very much engaged, but release enough here in the middle part so that you can. It will not be as free as normal, right? But I want you to focus on breathing because I don't want you to pass out, right? I still want you to get oxygen to your body, oxygen to your brain and your muscles. All right, so again, we'll do this for, let's try a plank for 5 seconds, all right? So I don't know if some of us have never done a plank, it's gonna feel challenging. So one way we can do it is, I have a wall in front of me. You can lean against the wall and we're gonna just hold it, just to get used to the plank idea. And you want your back to be flat, right? So you don't want your tushy sticking out. I don't know if you can see that on the other camera, but we don't want our tushy sticking out. We want a nice flat back, hips in alignment with shoulders, and then we're just holding ourselves up against the wall. Now I'm gonna go to the floor and show you some other options. So here, you can go to your forearms. So a plank would look like, let's see, this on the forearms. And I'm tucking my hips under so that I'm protecting my lower back, right? So I'm not this, and I'm not not, I tucked my hips under, kind of rocking onto my toes where my feet are flexed, my shoulders and my elbows are in alignment. And then you want to just let the neck be in alignment with the rest of the back so that we're not trying to hold our neck up, head up, or hanging down. All right, but a neutral spine. So that's one way to do it. If you want to challenge yourself even more, you can go on your hands and do a plank this way. But the same thing applies. Our hips are tucked under, neutral spine, and we hold it. So we're going to hold this position for 5 seconds. All right, so for those of you who are participating in this part, we're going to do 5 seconds, no compression. Then we're going to come back and do 5 seconds with compression. All right, so whichever one you are doing, get in position. We have 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'll feel that it requires core stability in order to hold that position. All right, so let's do that again. We're doing it for 5 seconds again, but this time we're going to add that same compression that we did before. All right, get in position. Ready? Here we go. Compress. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. So if that felt really challenging, then stay at 5. And if you want to go up a little bit, let's go to 10 seconds. And you can work on this on your own to increase your core stability, to increase your endurance. So let's try for 10 seconds, and this will be our last one. All right, here we go. So get your body in position. Think about where your hips are. Think about where your head is. You want your neck and the rest of your spine in alignment, neutral neck. We're getting ready, and go. Compress. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So practice that. You can work your way up to, my son can do like 3 minutes in a plank, right? So that's a really good thing to do. It helps you build that core stability and strength. Thank you for doing that with me, and thank your body. All right, good job, everybody. So, we have Sheree. Thank you for joining us. All right, so back to our voice. It is 12:26. So let's go to our song. So I'm going to post the lyrics here. Whoops, I don't know what I just clicked. Did I do something, Mr. Producer? Sorry if I did. I clicked something and I think it was the wrong thing. But this is Stand By Me. And did anybody remember us doing that? We were supposed to do a different song? I think that's the song we agreed. Phyllis, hi, welcome. So we probably, most of us have heard this song, and if we've not sung it, we'll start to recognize something about it as familiar, whether it's that bass line that we love or the melody. So let's just go over the song. Very easy to learn. I'm going to play the track just a bit to make sure that I start us out in the right key. All right. Okay, this is an A. All right, so the lines go. If you know it, then just sing with me both times. Sing with me when I teach it, and then sing with me when we re-sing the teaching part. So,
can we have the lyrics?
Oh, let's see. Oh, thank you. I will turn the volume down. The lyrics are in the chat. And another way I can do it, let's see. I'm going to paste it again just so that it's right at the bottom here. Can you see it now? Okay, great. So, boom, boom. So it goes like this. When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. Wow, that's just like stop there, pause, and think about those lyrics. Like it's such a famous song. I don't know that I've actually spent time to really digest the depth, like the layers. When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see, that's dark times, right? I think, this year we can identify with that in some ways, or maybe in many ways. All right, so when the night, so 1, 2, 3, when the night has come, and the land is dark, and the moon is the only light we'll see. The next part is the same. No, I won't be afraid. Oh, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. And then comes the chorus. So, this is like, oh, you're so sweet. This is almost like you could almost talk the song, right? It doesn't have to be, it's not opera. It's not musical theater. It's not a torch song, right? This is the soul. So we can sing this and not feel like we have to be technically absolutely correct, but I want you to be healthy. So be thinking about if something hurts, we want to fix the technique so that we can be healthy. But like just enjoy yourself. Speak, sing to yourself. Speak, sing to someone else. All right, so here we go. From the top, we're doing the first verse. 1, 2, 1, 2. When the night has come, and the land is dark, and the moon is the only light we'll see. Bum, bum, bum. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. The next part goes, so darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. All right, so I am doing this very loosely. So feel free to take your own liberties with this, but this is a sketch of the melody. So let's do the chorus again. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's do that. 1, 2. Oh, so 1. So okay, so I have to do a pickup. All right, so 1, 2, 3. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. And then we go to another verse that sounds like the first verse. So if the sky we look upon, what? Oh, I don't think I know how to syllabify this. All right. Somebody help me out who knows how to put the words on the notes. If the sky that we look upon. Oh, somebody knows it.
The sky that we look upon.
Okay, if the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall. Yes.
Over mountains or whatever the rest of it is.
Yes, who did that? I can't see who did that.
Rebecca,
thank you very much. All right. Okay, so let's do like Rebecca just taught us. Well, if the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, or the mountain should crumble to the sea. Keep going. I won't cry. No, I won't. Thank you. Shed a tear. Just as long as you stand by me. Chorus. And darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. So darling, darling, All right, we'll stop here. And now I want to bring in the accompaniment because it's a nice little track and it'll just really give us all the energy and beauty we need. Mr. Producer, now can I share? Gracias. Okay, so I'm going to share both the lyrics and the YouTube accompaniment so you can see them. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, this one has it. I didn't realize it has both things already. Okay, so here we go. Oops. Share screen. Share screen. Basic. There we are. All right, so what I will need from you is a thumbs up or thumbs down on the volume level. So when I need to turn it down, please let me know. Let's see. I'm just going to play random spot. Down, up, okay. More, okay. Okay, thank you, Anne. All right, so let's go to the beginning. Let's get our little sway going. Here we go. When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. Oh, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. If the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, or the mountains should crumble to the sea, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. And darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. All right, this looks like a little place where we can do a little improvisation. Oh, will you stand by me? Anne and Ellie, will you stand by me? I thank you all for being here. We're standing together. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. Darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. Oh, now these are the improvisatory lyrics that the original people sang. But what do you want to say? While we're in this pandemic, stand by me. Yeah. Woo! All right. So it says, when the night has come, we did this, and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. So there's this choice, right? I see what's in front of me, but I'm choosing not to be afraid. But there's a reason. There's somebody next to me that's helping to make this choice, right? I don't have to make the choice by myself. I'm doing it with a partner, with a a life partner. I'm doing it with a BFF. I'm doing it with my old school, my best friend from elementary school. I'm doing it with my cousin, my coworkers, right? Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Stand by me. It's a plea. It's a declaration. It's the I need you, you need me. Let's stand by each other. Then the next verse says, if the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, we're talking about, like, imagine what kind of natural disaster. Living here in the Bay, for those of us who are here, we have wildfires, we have earthquakes. If any of that stuff should happen, I won't cry. It doesn't mean like let's hide our emotions. It doesn't mean let's not be real about our emotions. But there's a pressing through that we're going to do. Why? As long as you stand by me. As long as I have you here with me, we can get through anything together. So darling, darling, stand by me, stand by me, stand by me, right? So it's just always really important to me to go really carefully through the lyrics. Because I don't think that we can truly bring the life and breath to a song if we haven't fully digested the lyrics. So thank you for doing that with me. Now that we have those ideas in our mind, how does that inform our singing? How does that impact what we do with our voice melodically, rhythmically? What does a please sound like if we're saying, please stand by me? I can do this if you're with me. What does that sound like in your voice? All right, so let's find that out. Yes, Helen, like a pandemic, exactly. I mean, this is just so apropos for right now. All right, so going back to our, I'm going to share screen again so that we can see the lyrics with the track. I've got this. I've got this thing called life because I'm not doing it alone. I got you. You got me. We got each other. Here we go. When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. As long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. I need you to stand by me. If the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, or the mountains should crumble to the sea, I won't cry, no, I won't cry, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me. Now let's do our I'm so glad that we have each other. And darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. Whenever you're in trouble, just stand by me. I will hold you. Stand by me. Stand now. Stand by me. Stand by me. sharing so I can see your beautiful faces. That was great. That was great. Do you mind modeling the descant for someone? Thank you. Yes, the descant. That's great. Let me stop the sound.
You have to be.
So, when a track is playing, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Okay, so that's the chord. That's a chord progression. A very simple chord progression, right? So we have this. So how do I even come up with what to sing, like this descant on top of like the melody? How do we come up with that? So some of it is feel. Some of it is like really being a listener, right? Listening to the harmonic changes. So the harmonic changes go. So sometimes you can just say, can I find a note that I might be able to hold throughout all of those? We call that the tonic. So we're in the key of A major. The tonic is A. So we could take this A here, or for lower voices here, and we could sing it throughout the chord change. So let's try that. We could go. And so I don't know if you noticed it, but on the penultimate, the next to the last chord, what you were singing might have felt a little like wrong. Why? Because it was no longer a common tone in the chord. Like all these other chords have the A. It has the A. It has the A. And then this chord, there's no A, but we were still singing the A. So we call that, it's a suspension. Harmonically, it's a suspension, and we want to feel that resolution. You'll feel the resolution when I go back to this chord. So it's what makes jazz so wonderful, right? The tension and the release, the tension and the release. Ooh, let's do it again. Yay! Thank you for that, Dr. Owens. That just gave us an opportunity to have a little like harmonic lesson, right? To understand how harmony and melody work and how we can use it as a way to create improvisation. Yay! Oh, yeah. So when we sing like a melody on top of, say, a chorus that's continuing, like a melody that's established, and then you have this thing that just like angel clouds, happens on top of it. That is the descant. Thank you so much. This was a lot of fun. It's 12:47, so that means I should let you go. I'm just wondering, how do you feel about like the possibility of, could we extend this by a few minutes? I don't know, 5 minutes, 10 minutes? We already got the okay. We can extend it. So, if you have any questions, I'm happy to extend it now, or we can close and just say for the rest of the time, we'll have something closer to an hour together. That would be lovely. All right, so let's do that. We'll do that in the coming weeks. I'm happy to stick around for a few minutes if you want to ask questions one-on-one, anything that you might want to ask about your own personal voice. I'm happy to answer questions as I can. Thank you for joining us. Peter, it's great to see you.
It happens, right? You're on your way to a very important meeting.
The right one, and finally, I turn to the place I always turn when I'm utterly lost and desperate.
Livelier. Can you do something a bit livelier? Of course I can.
We need to talk to you right now. We just need a momento. You can do your homework later.
I composed this song in prison. It sounds.
Walking down the street, going to the theater. I mean, I had many breakfasts at Venus, and then I
read a little excerpt from it right now.
Excerpt. I love that word. Excerpt.
And she would call me like from the self-help home. She'd go, "They have their Sabbath on Fridays. Did you know that?"
2, 3, pull. And up.
Your ability to be online, pre-check how you look on camera, and also check for glasses. You see how much glare is on that?
Know that we are one. It sounds like hell, if you know what I mean. But for some reason, we call it living the dream.
Okay, 069, and I don't want any of your smart aleck sex talk that I usually get when I get 069.